Breaking news, the emergency landing here in the U.S. a short time ago, one of those new Boeing 737 MAX jets. The major engine issue, what was the emergency? And with those jets grounded, why was it in the air? Also developing tonight, the unexpected decision, all charges dropped against actor Jussie Smollett. The move blindsiding the mayor in Chicago and the top cop there. Their furious words tonight. New reporting just in this evening, the first major clue. When will Congress and perhaps the American people actually see the Mueller report, not William Barr's summary? What we've just learned tonight. Also tonight, the major move by the president and the Justice Department to try to overturn Obamacare once and for all. What would this mean for 52 million Americans covered with pre-existing conditions? The newly released video tonight, the police officer on the force for just 2 months, tonight facing charges after accidentally shooting a driver during a violent stop. What she can be heard saying. Right outside New York City tonight, the measles scare, authorities banning anyone under 18 who has not been vaccinated from going to public places. The dangers for dogs on planes, the dog that did not survive in the cargo hold. And the other headline tonight, the prized pet lost at the Atlanta airport. News on that dog tonight. The drowning scare in a hotel hot tub, a 3-year-old boy slipping underwater. It appears no one next to the boy notices. And all eyes were set for that historic first ever all-female spacewalk. That walk suddenly scrubbed because they don't have spacesuits that fit. How does this happen?
This is ABC World News Tonight with David Muir.
Good evening, and it's great to have you with us here on a very busy Tuesday night. And we begin with that alarming headline late today. News of an emergency landing involving one of those new Boeing 737 MAX 8 jets right here in the U.S., the same model involved in those 2 deadly plane crashes. Southwest Airlines tonight confirming the pilots declared the emergency after developing an engine problem while taking off from Orlando. The plane was on its way to Victorville, California, where all of Southwest's Boeing MAX jets are currently parked since the fleet was grounded. The airline tonight says only the pilots were on board, but tonight, what was the emergency and what was the jet doing in the air with the rest of them grounded? ABC's David Curley leading us off.
That alarming headline tonight that it was this Southwest Boeing 737 MAX hit by an emergency at takeoff.
At Tower Southwest 8701, we just lost our right engine, needed to declare emergency.
The jet, with no passengers on board, quickly circling back to Orlando Airport, in the air for 19 minutes, landing safely. Why was it flying? The pilots had planned to fly here, the Southern California high desert, where Southwest is storing its MAXes. United storing in Houston. The entire fleet around the world still grounded tonight. Boeing hopes a software fix will get the jets back in the air. Tomorrow, hosting 200 airlines and customers to share the update for the anti-stall safety system, a system implicated in the first crash of a Lion Air jet and suspected in the second crash in Ethiopia. Ethiopia saying tonight its preliminary report confirming or pointing to another cause is coming later this week. While it's believed a bad sensor and pilot error caused the first crash, Boeing says its software update will make the safety system harder to trigger and easier to recover from.
So let's get to David Curley. He joined us live tonight from Denver International Airport. And David, Boeing has said they have a software fix now for these MAX jets, but the FAA still needs to certify it?
Yeah, sources had told us it would be certified by today, but now Boeing has additional documentation that's due by the end of the week, so it could be this time next week that it's actually certified. David?
David Curley leading us off tonight on the breaking story. David, thank you. The other major headline late today, the unexpected turn for actor Jussie Smollett. Prosecutors dropping all charges against the actor for allegedly staging that hate crime attack. What Smollett then insisted in front of the cameras afterward. And this whole move to drop charges blindsided and infuriated Chicago's police superintendent and the mayor. Tonight here, their angry words as well. ABC's Alex Perez from Chicago.
Tonight, prosecutors in Chicago making that surprise deal with Jussie Smollett to drop charges, blindsiding and angering the city's mayor and top cop.
I've been truthful and consistent on every single level since day one. I would not be my mother's son if I was capable of one drop of what I've been accused of.
But officials quickly blasting prosecutors' decision to make a deal with Smollett.
You all know where I stand on this. Do I think justice was served? No.
This is a whitewash of justice. In the end of the day, it's Mr. Smollett that committed this false claim.
Under the deal, Smollett did community service and will forfeit his $10,000 bond in exchange for no charges. But even prosecutors today said they too believed he lied to police.
You believe that he lied on the police report?
Yes, this was not an exoneration. To say that he was exonerated by us or anyone else is not true.
Chicago police officials say they had no idea this was coming.
They chose to hide behind secrecy and broker a deal to circumvent the judicial system.
It comes after Smollett was indicted on 16 counts for allegedly lying about a hate crime attack. Smollett describing a homophobic and racist incident where two men beat him and left a noose around his neck.
Who the would make something like this up?
But police have insisted they had plenty of evidence to prove Smollett lied, including the testimony of two brothers who said he paid them with this $3,500 check. Those men later spotted on camera buying supplies for the attack.
Mr. Smollett is still saying that he is innocent, still running down the Chicago Police Department. How dare him? How dare him? This is a person now who's been let off scot-free with no sense of accountability. Is there no decency in this man?
Alex Perez live with us again tonight from Chicago on this case. And Alex, Jussie Smollett, we should point out, is still facing a federal investigation tonight.
Yeah, David, the FBI is investigating whether he mailed a threatening letter to himself. Now, to give you an idea of how quickly things unfolded here today, the judge ordered the details of this case be sealed by this afternoon. The clerk's office telling us the entire case had been wiped from their system. David?
Alex Perez tonight, thank you. Next this evening, there was news late today on when Congress and perhaps the American people might actually see the actual Mueller report, more than the Attorney General's summary. They say it will now be a matter of weeks, not months. President Trump celebrating victory today up on the Hill. No collusion with the Russians, with Republicans. And now a new battle tonight. The president and the move today to overturn Obamacare once and for all. And what would this mean for millions currently covered with pre-existing conditions? ABC's Mary Bruce on the Hill tonight.
As President Trump arrived on Capitol Hill today, word from the Justice Department that a version of Robert Mueller's report will be released in weeks, not months.
The Mueller report was great. It could not have been better. It said no obstruction, no collusion.
That's half true. The special counsel did not find collusion between the Trump campaign and Russia, but he made no determination on obstruction of justice, writing, quote, while this report does not conclude that the president committed a crime, it also does not exonerate him. But Attorney General Bill Barr said the evidence was enough to convince him to clear the president himself.
The American people deserve to see the Mueller report, not the Barr summary.
House Speaker Nancy Pelosi telling Democrats, let's just get the goods. But the president's victory lap tonight threatened as his own administration picks a new fight over Obamacare.
The conversation has now shifted already in a day to health care, and the Republicans know they're in trouble.
In a dramatic reversal, the administration now telling a federal appeals court they want the entire law struck down. And if the courts agree, insurance for millions of Americans could be in jeopardy. 13 million people got coverage under Obamacare's Medicaid expansion. More than 2 million young adults joined their parents' plans. And the 52 million people with pre-existing conditions were protected. A provision the president promised not to touch.
And I will always fight for and always protect patients with pre-existing conditions.
What is your message to Americans who may be concerned about their health care?
The Republican Party will soon be known as the party of health care. You watch.
Mary continuing to push on what the plan would be. In the meantime, she's live up on the Hill tonight. And Mary, I want to go back to the Mueller report for a moment. So far, the American people, of course, have only seen what was in the Attorney General's summary. And tonight, the Justice Department, an official telling you that a version of the Mueller report will be released to Congress within weeks. And I know that you've also reported that Democrats had demanded it by next week.
Yeah, David, Democrats here are going to keep up the pressure until they see the full report. Nancy Pelosi today saying the Attorney General believes the president is, quote, above the law. David, they don't want to see Barr's version of this report. They want the original, which, David, even the president still has not seen.
The battle to come, Mary, thank you. And next this evening, the accidental police shooting by an officer just 2 months on the job. Newly released video tonight showing an officer struggling with the driver when that rookie officer then came to his aid, mistaking her gun for her taser. Tonight, she is facing a felony charge in Kansas, and here's ABC's Adrian Bankert.
It all started with a routine traffic stop.
The reason I stopped you, not wearing your seatbelt, okay?
Man. In Lawrence, Kansas, police officer Ian McCann pulling over Akira Lewis last May, suspected of not wearing his seatbelt.
You gonna stop me for a seatbelt?
Yes, sir.
Lewis refuses to comply and is heard shouting that he's been singled out. He demands to speak to a supervisor.
You're about to go to jail for a seatbelt violation. Are you really wanting to do that?
Officer Brindley Blood then approaches the passenger side, and the two officers attempt to arrest Lewis.
Get out of the car. I'm gonna knock you in your car.
I'm not getting out this car.
Lewis and Officer McCann struggling. Lewis lands a punch when Officer Blood yells taser but fires her gun. Wounding Lewis, saying expletive, "I shot him." Officer Blood was on the force for just 2 months. She tells investigators she meant to reach for her stun gun instead of her firearm. David, Officer Blood resigned in January. She's charged with reckless aggravated battery and is scheduled to appear in court tomorrow. The driver faces multiple charges. David?
Adrian Bankert with us tonight. Adrian, thank you. And next this evening to North Carolina, where a suspect appeared in court today after his arrest 2,000 miles away near the Mexican border. He's now charged with murdering his wife, and now authorities tonight are looking into the death of his first wife. Here's ABC's Diane Macedo.
Tonight, the North Carolina man accused of killing his wife appearing in court, shackled, asking for an attorney. 57-year-old Rexford Lynn Keel is charged with first-degree murder after his arrest in Arizona, just miles from the Mexican border. His wife, 38-year-old Diana, an emergency room nurse and mother of 2, was reported missing on March 9th. 3 days later, her body was discovered in the woods about 30 miles from their home. Police say she was stabbed. A friend of Diana says her husband was controlling and made her cut off their friendship when he found out Diana was planning to leave him.
I was crying, and she told me not to cry, that everything was going to be okay.
And now investigators have new questions about the death of Keel's first wife, who died in 2006 after an accidental fall at home. Police say they're considering exhuming her body.
Definitely we're going to review that case. There are some questionable things in there that I would like to maybe get individuals to expand a little bit more on to give us a clear picture of what actually happened.
Lynn Keel did not enter a plea and is being held without bail. He's due back in court next month, David.
Diane, thank you. Outside New York City tonight, a measles emergency has been declared in Rockland County. More than 150 people have come down with measles. Tonight, hear the new warning. Anyone under 18 years of age who are not vaccinated are now barred from all public places. ABC's Gio Benitez is there tonight.
Tonight, New York's Rockland County declaring a state of emergency following 153 cases of measles here in the past 6 months, most in unvaccinated people, the nation's worst and longest outbreak in decades.
The focus of this effort is on the parents of these children. We are urging them once again, now with the authority of law, to get your children vaccinated.
The county announcing anyone under 18 who is not vaccinated will be barred from all public places like schools, malls, places of worship, and grocery stores. And tonight, the number of cases growing around the country, more than 300 across 15 states. Michigan just announcing 22 cases in the Detroit area. And David, they are taking this so seriously here. Officials are calling for signs to be posted notifying the public. The ban begins at midnight and lasts for at least 30 days or until those unvaccinated minors get their MMR shots. David?
All right, Gio Benitez. Gio, our thanks to you as well. Tonight, amid the opioid crisis in this country, the company that makes OxyContin and the family that owns it, Purdue Pharma and the Sackler family, have now agreed to pay $270 million to Oklahoma to settle claims of fraudulent marketing that authorities say led to overdoses and deaths. They still face hundreds of other lawsuits. We turn now to new reporting tonight involving the dangers for dogs on planes. Tonight, news of a pet that did not survive the trip in the cargo hold. There's also news about the dog who escaped at the Atlanta airport. They used chicken from an airport restaurant to lure her back. ABC Steve Osunsami is at the airport in Atlanta tonight.
The airline KLM is having a difficult few weeks flying dogs whose owners have paid handsomely for the service. This 5-month-old puppy died in the cargo hold of a KLM flight from Amsterdam to Los Angeles last week, and tonight the dog's family is demanding answers.
We want a criminal investigation.
In Atlanta, a happier ending. A show dog who'd been missing in Atlanta's